It's 20:21 p.m., so I figured I'd do a movie review because I feel like doing a movie review. So this is for Mortal Kombat 2021. I'm going to go into 1995's and the sequel from 97, Annihilation, as well. So, finished Mortal Kombat and is definitely a hardcore upgrade from the originals. This is much fucking true. Much more grounded, brutal in violence and gore. Story's great, humor is perfect, and the cast is epic. So goddamn true. Here's what's really funny. Polygon article said it was a 7. Oof. And it was an Avengers-esque film. Funny. Because you can't compare it to fucking Avengers. That's a whole different ballgame. It is kind of short, but still a great entry into a new film series. This is true. It introduces it's a good setup for a whole new series, honestly, and I like that. I can see where most of the violence had to be trimmed down, which makes me want to see the full uncut version more. Hashtag release the combat cut. Easily, like, you can tell they trimmed a lot, especially with which ones were cut the most? Goro's and Sub-Zero's. For sure. Definitely those two the most. Out of everyone in the film, this surprised me. This really did surprise me. Cole, Kano, and Scorpion are definitely my top picks. Out of everybody in the film, those are my top 3. Out of the 4 Raidens I've watched, there's Christopher Lambert, James Remar, video game Raiden, and now oh boy, it's been good. Asano. Tadanobu Asano's take is different. Very true. He brings a different approach, and I'll go into that. Personally, I prefer the video game version more, followed by James Remar, then Christopher Lambert. I say that because Asano's approach is a slow burn kind of deal. Christopher Lambert brought the mystery of Raiden into it, and James Remar's version showed the humanity aspect of Raiden, which I like too. But video game Raiden, he's my top pick. And this has nothing to do with race or whatever. It's who I like and what I prefer. The Easter eggs were very awesome. Definitely dope. Wow, yes, kids. Each death was pretty damn cool. Oh, yes. And worth the wait. Hiroyuki Sanada is practically timeless with age. This is fucking true. If you don't know who that is, he plays Scorpion, and that motherfucker is timeless. Outworld was interesting to see, hoping for more of it, and the other realms too. Very true. I also happen to think they cut out Scorpion's time in Netherworld or Netherrealm. I think they did. That's why the film was so short. This doesn't play out like the game. It plays out like a movie. Very true. Goro's design is absolutely stunning compared to his 95 debut, which is dated, but still impressive. For 95 and bringing Goro to life, live action, that's really good. Like, it is dated, but for 95, that's pretty goddamn impressive. Slightly disappointed that Cary didn't reprise his role as Shang Tsung, but Chin Han did just as good. I will give props to Chin on that. I would have loved to have seen Cary reprise his role because that's who I see as Shang Tsung, but oh well, no big deal. Kind of surprised I didn't tap some of the OG MK cast, the cameo or something. That would have been cool. If they'd have brought in, the original Liu Kang as, Liu Kang's father, that would have been nice. Or whatever. Or his brother. You never know. Definitely a wholesome experience and a good blueprint for fighting video games to follow. This is very true. If you if they were to adapt King of Fighters, Tekken, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, uh, Marvel vs. Capcom into a film, animated or live action, that's a good blueprint to follow. Plus, the macho aesthetic isn't there either. And when I say macho aesthetic, I'm talking like all the random shit of, flexing and all that. Like, it's not there, and I love that a lot. Well, it's there, but not like, ooh, look at me, I'm the strongest motherfucker there is. Everybody's on equal ground. I'm excited for the potential sequel. Solid 8.7 out of 10. And that's true. It's an 8.7. It's really good. It's not flawless. It doesn't really have its issues. I think the fact that they had to cut out so much violence kind of hampers it in a sense, which sucks. Like, I wish they would have released the full unrated version on HBO Max. That would have been perfect. That would have made everybody happy to see that. What else? Oh yeah, MKs. My bad, I forgot about them. So 95s, it's pretty they're both dated. They are, but they're still good in different respects. Let me see here. Cuz I'm reading the stuff I read on Facebook. All right, let me do Annihilation since that's the first one I picked up. All right, so Annihilation. It's pretty bad. It is. But I'm very impressed with the game accuracy, character design. This is true. Like I said, no, this is back in 97. This is late 90s, and they were just adapting stuff to adapt it. Nobody ever thought anything about, a lasting legacy at the time. Let's see here. Only one I didn't like was Jade. Too scrawny. Very true. If the girl playing Katana was Jade, it'd make more sense in terms of build and look. This is true. Like, Jade was played by, I forget her name. I recognize her, but I can't think of her name. But she was too scrawny. Way too scrawny. And the Jade I'm thinking of is from MK Deception. Like, that build and shit. And look. So, yeah. The CGI might be dated, but still holds up to me. This is true. Like, I like the CGI. It's good. Especially Sub-Zero's water effect. That still looks good. 24 years later. I've always said this. No matter what year it is, animated, CGI, or hardcore Weta today, water effects look fucking amazing. I love it. What else? The fighting is badly done. I forgot there's two different Raidens. The fighting is fucking horrible, and the only highlight about Annihilation is seeing Sonya Blade's nipple print. The story's good, though. Yeah, I have to say, between Christopher Lambert and James Remar, as Chris brought the mystery of him to life, while James brought the humanity of him, I guess. Which is true. Like, they both brought a different aesthetic of Raiden to life, and I like that. I love the animality fight. That was cool. Overall, solid 3.3 out of 10. Which is true. It's a 3. It's so shitty to watch, but it's worth the watch, but it's also funny as hell to watch, too. Like, it's something you can kick back and actually enjoy. And if you just want to bullshit around and whatnot, it's worth it. Let's see here. Alright. Finished Mortal Kombat 95. It is cheesy, but does play out like the game. Though it's heavily toned down but nostalgic. Solid 4.7 out of 10. So, yeah, out of all the MK films, and also Scorpion's Revenge, that's an easy fucking 11. I love that film. Oh my god. Like, the predecessors are definitely way toned down. Like, the only thing they really got away with was neck snapping. That's it. Neck snapping and maybe a little bit of blood. Would I change anything in the new Mortal Kombat film. Nah, just throw in the violence. Give me all the violence. Like, give me all the fucking violence. Dude, Kano surprised the shit out of me. Like, he was funny as fuck. I loved it. It was great. So awesome. What else? Oh, something else I realized about Mortal Kombat and Suicide Squad that they have in common. Both of them, oof, I had the belch and I got stuck. Yeah, both of them, they have multiple team members. And if you were to do a trilogy or an anthology series with them, MK versus Suicide Squad, it'd be epic as fuck because there'd be so many interchangeable characters. It wouldn't matter who stars in it, honestly. If you do it animated, you have a lot more freedom to work with and you can really dial up the violence because nobody gives a fuck. If you do it live action, you got to worry about dialing the violence down and finding suitable castmates as well. So, what was the best highlight of MK 2021? Wow. Cole Young, definitely. Cole really surprised the shit out of me. Like, I really enjoyed his rise to power. Like, I like his power. It's pretty fucking dope. I like Hiroyuki. It's awesome seeing him back on the screen. Because I liked him in The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. That was dope. And I've done a review on that too. Let's see. Yeah, the whole thing was brutal as fuck. I loved it. Like, it didn't... Like, it's... You can't compare it to a... Like, you can't compare it to an event. You can't compare it to anything. Because MK is a video game film. Like, you can't compare it to Avengers or some bullshit. Like, Avengers is comic territory. Like, that's... Like, no, that's a whole nother genre in its own right. But I would definitely say MK has the potential to spawn out at least 2 sequels. Lowball it, 2 sequels at least. I know there's other films of MK. I know there's a series. I haven't watched those. I'm lazy. I haven't gotten around to any of that. I think there's comics, but I haven't looked for those yet. Have I played the games? No, I've watched the game movies though, so I'm caught up on that shit. I think Mortal Kombat is like the easiest game franchise to get into, honestly. It's that easy. It's just like fucking blood, gore, ass kicking. Great stories, crazy timelines, fun shit. Tons of memorable characters and designs. But yeah, out of the 3 of them, Cole, Kano, and Scorpion. For sure. Yeah. I'm waiting for somebody to cry about SJW and Woken this shit. I would love that. Oh, I'd laugh my ass off. Like, really? Where? Show me. Prove that this is SJW, you stupid jobless wacko. Christ. Oh my god. Kano getting his power. That was so funny. Laser beam! You got fireballs, you pussy. I love that. Oh, it was so funny. And I noticed something in the trailer. When they showed the trailer for this, a lot of the shots they did were mirrored. So when you watch the film, they're in their actual viewing setup, which was really cool. I love misdirection in the trailer. Yep, trailer misdirection is a lot of fun. So what were my favorite moments from MK95 and MK Annihilation? Let's see. MK95, I would definitely say Goro and Shang Tsung. From Annihilation, I would say Raiden and Jax, I guess. And also Shao Kahn. Because he was played by Brian Thompson. Dude, Brian Thompson does not get enough fucking credit. He is a highly underrated actor. Highly underrated. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up. He was in... The first time I saw him was in the X-Files. He played the alien agent. Yeah, the alien. Yeah, he played the... Yeah, he played the alien bodyguard or agent. Some shit. That was after Mulder. I remember that. Because I was like, man, he's so cool. And then he was in like everything I watched growing up. So I recognized, like, oh shit, Brian, I love him. And he really does make a great Shao Kahn. Like, shit. He's perfect. Like, he's got the... He had the build, the... the build, the tone, the aesthetic, the presence, the... What else did he have? The attitude. He even had the fucking hammer. Like, shit. I mean, the movie's cheesy as fuck. But it's so good. It's so bad good, though. It's like Josie and the Pussycats. I love that fucking film. Everybody hates the shit out of it. I love that film. But yeah, if I had to rank all the MK films I've seen, I would say 2021, Scorpion's Revenge, MK Annihilation, and then MK. That's in that order, all 4 films. So, if you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan and you're dying to see some ass kicking with lots of blood and shit, or a good storyline with gore and violence, this is definitely up your alley. If you are a fan of all 4 films like me, you might like this too. If you like the casting, the director, the writer, the crew, you'll enjoy it. If not, totally understandable. If this film goes against your political standing point, you might need to get fucking help. Just saying. If you think it's SJW and woke, you might need to go get some better padding. Fuck. And get a better helmet. Shit. Oh, man. But seriously, they're like, I would love, like, out of all this shit, I'd want to see Mortal Kombat versus Suicide Squad, honestly. Not MK versus DC. The game. I saw the game, that was okay, but... But I wouldn't want, like, if they did that, I wouldn't want them to make it like Mortal Kombat versus Justice League. That would be stupid. I mean, it'd be cool, but it'd be stupid. I don't want them to start out with, the Justice League. Like, start out with Suicide Squad. You have all them interchangeable characters. And it really goes back and forth, and it's fun. And it would really open up the doors to more characters and more adaptations, and then plus it'd be a fucking crossover event. How much fun is that? Been tons of comic crossovers, Christ. But anyway, let's see here. If you like martial arts and you're a diehard fan of every type of martial arts film that's been out, and you study it just to see how each style varies, it's up your alley for sure. If you are a fan of video game adaptations, like me, I like a lot of them. Even the ones people call bad. This is definitely for you. Let's see. yeah, if you like gore and violence, it's definitely your alley too. So that's how I feel about Mortal Kombat. I hope there is a sequel. I really hope there is. I really want them to make one. I'm not gonna spam a fucking mass tweet at their ass and hashtag the fuck out of them. Let me do that right now, actually. There, sent. I'm not that dumb. I mean, Christ, I'm gonna be 35. Like, why would I sit on my ass and do that? That's pathetic. That's what Gen Z's for. He wants this. Anyway, so I'm gonna get off here, upload this shit, and I'm gonna chill for the night. Happy Friday, everybody. Like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.